So capture cards are a little expensive right now, or you just don't know which one to get. Maybe you're on a budget, maybe you want to know which one is best, or you don't want to satisfy the price gouges. Well, let's take a look. You've got the Elgato HD60. You've got the Video Capture HDMI, you've got the Elgato HD60S, and you've got the Camlink 4K. Which one should you use, and is spending $25 actually worth it? Let's check it out. But first, intro. So let me start out by saying that the Elgato HD60S was a great and it still is a great capture card. Usually you would use it to bridge the gap between your main computer and the stream PC so that your stream can see the main computer screen. That's mainly what it's designed for. Now, I do have a video on how to actually use it as a capture card between your camera and into your stream PC or into your streaming computer so that you can actually have your DSLR show up on stream. I do have a tutorial on that, link is in the top right. But now I got the Elgato Camlink 4K. Now this is a really good capture card. Currently it's pretty expensive because of price gouges, which is why I would recommend getting the Elgato HD60S instead, because this actually has two uses for it, whereas this is just dedicated to getting your signal from your DSLR camera into your computer. So that's the only use that has. This, you can actually bridge the gap between two computers. Now what you can do with this is pretty amazing, and the quality is very good. It's 4K and it's, I think, up to 60 frames per second. I was a little curious because a lot of people don't have a budget of, currently this is like $250 on Amazon, which it should usually only be $130. Even that's quite a lot. Even if the price of the Camlink 4K does go down, it's not going to go down to even less than $130. So I wanted to see if the Video Capture HDMI is even worth it at being $25. Now, being $25, I don't think it's going to be that much of a waste of money, but at the same time, could it be useless or could it be helpful? That is the question. Now, the awesome thing about this is it's actually plug and play. So plug the HDMI into the back here, plug the other side of the HDMI into your camera or DSLR. I have a cinema camera, which is a Blackmagic Cinema Camera 4K. Stupid name, it's too long. That's what she said. And then you plug the USB into the actual computer. Now, give it a few seconds to set up. Automatically it does it by itself. And then what you do is this. So first thing you do is in your sources, go ahead and right click, click add, do video capture device, and then go ahead and choose your input, which would be your video capture HDMI. That's literally it. Make sure you're on the default settings, because if you're not, it's going to be glitchy and you're going to lose a lot of frames. Right now I am using the Elgato HD60S capture card. Usually you would use this to bridge the gap between your main computer to your stream PC so that people can actually see your screen. But you can actually use it as like a capture card or a Camlink. I have a video on that as well. Adam, put the thumbnail over there. Thank you. Also, the link is in the top right in the corner if you want to check that out. But this is what the Elgato HD60S looks like. And this is the video capture card to HDMI. And you can see it's pretty good. It's probably a 200 millisecond delay on the video, but you kind of have something similar with the Elgato HD60S. There's a less of a difference with the Elgato HD60S. The image quality is also slightly better as well, but this is totally usable. You can add a delay to your other sources and you can completely remove the delay as well. So this is what this looks like. Pretty good. I'm looking at it right now, straight into OBS. Looks really nice. Now keep in mind that if you are sending a 4K or an HD signal through this HDMI video capture, you will be capped at 30 frames per second. If you send a 720p signal through this HDMI video capture, you'll be able to get 60 frames per second, which that's actually not a bad option. So if you want to keep your 60 frames per second, you're going to have to do 720p. You're not going to lose that much quality either, because mostly it's just going to be a face cam on your screen gameplay. And now we've got the Camlink 4K. Now it's obviously 4K instead of HD like the Elgato HD60S and the Video Capture HDMI. So that is a difference, but it's still pretty good. At the moment, it's pretty expensive online, so I would not recommend getting it right now. But if you don't like the quality of the video capture USB to HDMI, just get an Elgato HD60S. But I mean, $25, you can't really complain. So you can see there is a bit of a quality difference between at least the video capture HDMI and the Camlink 4K. The video capture HDMI does seem to have a little bit of a green/yellow tint to it, but you can definitely add a filter to that, and you can reduce that as well, add some color correction. That's not a huge issue. Now, the reason why I'm going to stick with my Camlink is because obviously it's in 4K. It's better quality, it's crisp, it's sharp, at least for being on stream, compared to the video capture HDMI. Now this is definitely not a bad option, especially at $25. If I were to consider this without having this or without having the Elgato HD60S, this is going to do just great. Now keep in mind that, I was gonna say, I thought you would say hi to YouTube.
Hello to YouTube.
So this video capture HDMI is definitely very viable, and yeah, if it was the only card I had, I would totally use it. It's pretty good. Now the build quality is really good. So if you take a look here, it is like metal. It's pretty solid actually. Honestly, when I saw it on the internet, I thought it was plastic and pretty flimsy, especially for being so cheap, but it's very solid. Like the Camlink 4K is plastic. You can see that over there, and it's not as heavy. The Camlink, or at least the video capture HDMI, is heavier than the Camlink 4K. So yeah, super impressed with the build quality of this. Never expected that. Now I also do have a lot of videos out there on streaming. I'll leave a list down in the description with all the links teaching you how to substitute these capture cards for prices and to be able to use this instead of this if that's what you want to do. I also have a full dual PC streaming setup. Literally everything's been thought of for you. It's like a 23-minute long video or something, showing you literally beginning to end, step by step, on how to set up a stream PC and connect that to your gaming PC so that you can actually have a dual PC setup. In addition to that, if you're interested in stinger transitions, all of which are free by the way, on the shop down in the description, use the coupon free at checkout. You don't have to pay for them if you don't want to. I have a ton of videos on the free stinger transitions, and they are built from the ground up so that they're optimized. You don't have to worry about file sizes, about bogging down your stream software, and it's just going to be really smooth for you. At the same time, they're high quality, so they look professional and up the production value of your streams. Obviously, your viewers would appreciate that. Everything is down in the Discord. Feel free to join that. If you liked it, consider subscribing. Stick around for the future. I would appreciate that. I'll see you next time. But remember, keep smiling, keep shooting. I wonder if I should just get rid of both of these. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do that.